Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to learn about what is refractive index. It is actually a topic of a chapter light, and very oftenly I have heard students saying that they are not able to understand refractive index and they start considering it a very difficult topic, which I really oppose. This is not a difficult topic, but it is actually a purely conceptual topic. So if you are able to understand the concept, you will be able to do all the questions. So you just have to understand the concept. So I hope that after this video ends, you'll be able to learn everything about refractive index. So let's start from the scratch. हम लोग एकदम basic level से start करेंगे, and then at the end we'll learn completely everything about this refractive index. So first of all, before starting what is refractive index, it's time for us to understand what actually is Snell's law. Okay, you must have studied about refraction, and there are different laws of refraction. In that laws of refraction, there is one law known as Snell's law. Now, if you are able to see this diagram, you'll be able to understand that there is one incident ray which is striking the surface, and there is one ray which is coming out from after refraction, and that ray is known as refracted ray. Now, if you look carefully in this picture, you'll be able to understand that there is one angle between the incident ray and the normal. That angle is known as the angle of incidence. At the same time, there is one angle between the refracted ray and the normal, and that angle is known as the angle of refraction. So Snell's law is directly related to these two angles. Now if we look at the formula which we get from the Snell's law, we get this thing, that sine of angle of incidence, we get sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction. This I indicates angle of incidence and this R indicates angle of refraction. Now according to Snell's law, the ratio of sine I to sine R is always constant, but for a given condition, and the given condition is for a given pair of medium. Okay, so until and unless you are taking only two pairs and those two pairs of mediums are fixed, तब तक ये ratio constant रहेगा. Now there is very common thing which we need to understand. कोई भी नई चीज आती है तो उस चीज का नाम रखा जाता है. So this ratio should also have a name, and this ratio of sine I to sine R for a given pair of medium is known as refractive index. So this constant which you are seeing here is actually Ri. Ri is the abbreviation for refractive index. So we are getting the definition from this formula of Snell's law that refractive index is actually the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction. But this is not the only way to define refractive index. We have also got one more formula for refractive index. Now this formula is when we are given the angles, or we have to understand the refractive index in terms of angles. अगर आपको angles के respect में समझना है, then sin I to sin R is actually the ratio. इसके ratio को हम लोग कहते हैं refractive index. But there is one more formula which is in terms of speed of light. Now why do we study the speed of light in this concept? Because this is the very basic things. When you are asked the question, what is the cause of refraction of light? जब light एक medium से दूसरे medium में आती है, why does it changes its path? It is because of the change of speed of light in when the medium changes. Okay, so the speed of light is different in different mediums, and that is the cause of refraction of light. So we'll be utilizing that concept, and we'll be getting one more formula for refractive index here. Let's get one more formula. Now this formula, as I've already said, is related to the speed of light. Now if we take the ratio of speed of light, this is speed of light. कहाँ पे? Speed of light in air or vacuum. Speed of light in air or vacuum. And if we divide this by speed of light in a given medium. Okay, we are considering one medium, and that medium could be anything. So this is a given medium, and this ratio is also known as the refractive index. So we have got one more formula for refractive index, that is, it is the ratio of speed of light in air or vacuum to speed of light in a given medium. Now the refractive index which you will be getting here, okay, the refractive index which you will be getting here is of the given medium. ओके, इज ऑफ द गिवन मीडियम। जिस भी मीडियम की आप बात कर रहे हो उसी मीडियम का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स निकलेगा। ओके, so these are the two formulas which we have got for refractive index. Okay, so let's understand one more concept related to refractive index. In the previous formula we have understood that if a ray of light is coming from air or vacuum to a given medium, then we will be able to find out the refractive index of that medium. Okay, always remember जिस medium पे light enter करेगी, so आप जहाँ पे refraction होगा उसी मीडियम का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स हम लोग कैलकुलेट कर पाते हैं। द फॉर्मूला विच वी हैव गॉट अर्लियर, दैट फॉर्मूला इज ऑलवेज फॉर द मीडियम इन विच लाइट इज एंटरिंग आफ्टर रिफ्रैक्शन। ओके, बट देयर वाज वन restriction in the previous formula. That restriction was, it is not necessary that every time the light will come from air or vacuum to a given medium. The medium from which light is entering could be any medium. So we need to find out a general formula. Now let's say that M1 is the medium 1 and M2 is the medium 2 and V1 is the speed of light in medium 1 and V2 is the speed of light in medium 2. Now if we take out the ratio of speed of light in medium 1 to speed of light in medium 2, this ratio will always be constant और इसको भी हम लोग refractive index ही बोलेंगे। Just like in the previous formula, it was speed of light in air or vacuum to speed of light in a given medium. In a very similar way, the speed of light in medium 1 to speed of light in medium 2, इसके ratio को भी हम लोग refractive index ही बोलेंगे। So this is one general concept. Now let's say कि medium 1 कोई भी था, let's say that medium 1 was water, okay, and medium 2 was glass. Medium 2 was glass. So if V1 is the velocity of speed of light in water and V2 is the speed of light in glass, then these two ratios will always be constant जब तक ये दोनों medium constant रहेगा, and this constant is known as the refractive index. Okay, so this is also a general formula of refractive index. Now let's see what else we can understand from this concept of refractive index. Okay, now let's understand what else information we can get from the refractive index. Suppose we know the refractive index of any medium, तो उससे हमें और क्या क्या information पता चल पाएगी? So there is one relationship between refractive index and speed of light. Now you all must be aware that in physics we only have two types of relationship. One is direct relationship and one is inverse relationship. So the refractive index of a medium is inversely proportional to the speed of light in that medium. So that means that if the refractive index of a medium is higher, then the speed of light in that particular medium will be lower. So we can write down this relationship that refractive index is inversely proportional to speed of light in that given medium. Okay, speed of light in that given medium. So refractive index जितना ज़्यादा होगा, speed of light उस medium में उतनी ही कम होगी. And in this way we can compare different medium कि किस medium में speed of light ज़्यादा होगी, किस medium में speed of light कम होगी. For example, let's say that the refractive index of one medium is 1.33 and the other medium, let's say we have taken diamond and the refractive index of diamond is 2.42. Now if the question is in which medium the speed of light will be higher, so by looking at this relationship and these two values, you can easily find out that the refractive index of this medium is lower. That is why the speed of light in this medium will be high. ठीक है? Suppose ये कर लिया कि water है. This is water and इसका refractive index है 1.33. This medium is diamond and the refractive index is 2.42. Now by just comparing the two values of the refractive index, we can easily get down the answer that the speed of light in water will be higher than the speed of light in diamond. Okay. Now let's compare कि किसकी speed of light कितनी ज़्यादा होगी. Okay, I mean we have actually understood कि speed of light ज़्यादा होगी या कम होगी, but कितनी ज़्यादा होगी या कितनी कम होगी, let's understand that also. Now if a statement is written in front of you that this statement is the refractive index of diamond is 2.42, बस इतना सा आपको statement दिया है. This statement is the refractive index of diamond is 2.42. What do you mean by this statement? इससे क्या पता चल रहा है आपको? So your answer would be that the speed of light in diamond is lesser than the speed of light in air or vacuum. अब कितना कम है, आपने ये तो बता दिया कि स्पीड ऑफ लाइट डायमंड में कम है एज कंपेयर टू एयर और वैक्यूम. कितना कम है? Now you see this is refractive index 2.42. इतने ही टाइम्स स्पीड ऑफ लाइट कम होगी एज कंपेयर टू एयर और वैक्यूम. ओके, सो द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इन डायमंड विल बी 2.42 टाइम्स स्लोअर in diamond as compared to speed of light in air. I hope you all understood. This is a general understanding of relationship between refractive index and speed of light. Again, let's revise it that refractive index of a medium is inversely proportional to speed of light in that medium. इसका मतलब है कि refractive index जितना किसी मीडियम का ज्यादा होगा उसी मीडियम में स्पीड ऑफ लाइट उतनी ही कम, और जितना रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स होगा उतने ही टाइम्स कम होगी. ठीक है, दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. हम लोगों ने जनरल फॉर्मूला देख लिया. वी हैव स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द स्नेल्स लॉ, द फॉर्मूला व्हिच वी हैव गॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एंगल. साइन आई टू साइन आर का जो रेशियो होता है, दैट रेशियो इज कांस्टेंट फॉर अ गिवन पेयर ऑफ मीडियम, एंड दैट रेशियो कांस्टेंट इज नोन एज रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. In terms of speed of light, this ratio of speed of light in air or vacuum to the speed of light in a given medium is also constant, and that is known as the refractive index. And the speed of light in medium 1 to speed of light in medium 2, इसके ratio को भी हम लोग refractive index कहते हैं. Now you just need to remember that ये जो medium 2 है इसी का refractive index हम लोग calculate करते हैं by these formulas. So this was all in refractive index. I hope you guys have understood. Okay, thank you everyone, and now we'll meet in the next one.